Hey everybody, welcome to Vegans Talking Shit. I'm Joey.
I'm John.
I'm Vanessa.
And just a quick reminder, please like, subscribe, whether it's YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, just click the like button or click subscribe, leave a comment. We get a little
TikTok
lonely.
too. You forgot about TikTok.
TikTok, Instagram at Vegans Talking Shit, Facebook at Vegans Talking Shit. So yes, please, yeah.
Yeah, help us.
Yeah. So this is part 2 of our conversation about the article in vegoutmag.com, the title being I Love Being Vegan, but these 7 challenges are real, an article written by Avery White. And yeah, let's continue the conversation. All right, next, up to bat, the social isolation at food-centered gatherings. That's a big one. I can definitely agree with that one. I can say that I'm luckier than most vegans in that my family accommodates me. But if it's work-related, it's not as easy. In fact, as we're recording this, there is a work function. They're at a Marlins game. Now, I'm not going to go to work on a Sunday. I mean, yeah, they're not calling it work. It's just a social event with my coworkers, but it's Sunday. I don't do anything work-related on a Sunday unless I'm getting paid for it. Yeah. And they're going to a Marlins game. So then there's like, what vegan food is there at the Marlins game? Arenas are, yeah, basically French fries. Yeah. Maybe there's an Impossible Burger, but there's no guarantees.
No.
Peanuts, it's a baseball game, so I'm sure there'll be peanuts. But having to constantly worry about that, or whenever there's any kind of a social event at work that's during work hours, why I'll actually go, there's always that question, am I going to be able to eat? If they order, something happened a couple of weeks ago. I can't get into what I do, but basically I'll just say that a client literally ordered pizzas for me because I did something helpful to that client. So that client thanked me by sending me 4 to 5 pizzas from Domino's. Very, very kind gesture. Very, very, very kind gesture. But I couldn't eat any of it.
Let me ask you, how are you gonna eat 4 to 5 pizzas anyways?
I think it was basically for me and my team. She was basically
so the rest of your team got to eat it and you weren't able to eat it?
Wow. Yeah. Yeah.
But what I think about the isolation. I know when you think about it, Joy, and you actually mentioned something like that in the podcast about the struggles. When you say about the struggles of our family, for example, it's not because they don't have an option for us. They always have. My mom always cooks stuff for us. John's mom always have her bean salad. They always have something that we can eat. The problem is about sit at the table that has bodies of animals on the table. So for some vegans, honestly, I think is the most they get disturbed by the fact you can see the entire what's the name? The turkey on the table. Because sometimes they can make a little bit less animal appearance, but sometimes they don't. Even pigs sometimes have the entire pig on the table.
Yeah.
So I think the main struggles for vegan, the social isolation, is not because it doesn't have any options for them. So it's not being accommodating, because my family do exactly what your family does or John's family does. They always have some things for us. They don't go out there and make a tofurkey like her mom did for you. Okay, they don't get there. But my mom, when you go, every single day she has vegetables like rice, beans, stuff like that, and John's mom too. But the fact we have to sit, the last time we were in Brazil, in the last day of us, the family came to say bye, and my parents made a barbecue. Really, the Brazilian barbecue that you put piece of animals in the grill, and I don't enjoy that. So, and if I had to go to my mom, visit her for a barbecue, I would not go.
Yeah.
I'd go another time. I would invite her to go to a mall, walk with me.
It's interesting
So,
what this author says, though.
what she says.
It doesn't say that. I totally agree with you, though, Vanessa, because when I go to Thanksgiving now, I cannot sit at that table. You know,
That's our
the
struggle,
holidays.
Joy.
The
It's not
holidays.
about they don't accommodate. Is the struggle is
Well,
exactly
no,
that.
but she says something different, which is interesting. But I wanted to just kind of agree with you, Vanessa. Like when we sit at Thanksgiving and I see that turkey in the middle, it's actually worse than like going to like Cheesecake Factory with 4 non-vegans, because it's kind of hidden, their chicken or their cow dish, right? But Thanksgiving, it is like the prize of the table, right? The big turkey. Oh, the turkey's out, right? Or the Christmas ham.
Or you see the Christmas ham, the Thanksgiving turkey, but you also, especially in Cuban culture, you see the whole pig.
It's like the
in
prize.
Brazil too.
So there's that, but also what is interesting is she says the isolation isn't about the food, it's about being outside the shared experience. The loneliest part is holidays, watching your family's traditional dishes get passed around while you eat your assembled sides. Well-meaning relatives making you a special vegan dish that accidentally contains butter. Feeling like your dietary choice turned you into a problem to be solved rather than a family member to be included. So, and then she goes on to say, you tell yourself it's just the food, but food is never just food. It's belonging, tradition, love expressed through sharing. Being outside the circle hurts more than expected. I think that's for a lot of people. Like Thanksgiving means almost nothing to us now. I mean, literally, like we want to travel now versus go home for a Thanksgiving dinner.
Well, for me, never mean anything.
Well, yeah, you're from Brazil, but in the U.S., Thanksgiving is, the 2 biggest times in the U.S. for those that are Christian, let's say, are Thanksgiving and Christmas dinner, right? Where family gathers around. But those are also the 2 biggest times when like animals are like the featured guests, let's say, that we all eat. And so for us, it's like those are the opposite times that we want to be around now, right? And when we are there, it's like we're celebrating that. So we don't, and everyone knows like, oh, they're the vegans. So we're like, you feel ostracized, not even just because of the holiday itself, you're not really supposed to be there anymore.
Yeah.
So a lot of vegans probably feel.
So, and that
we do. I do.
That little videos you see always when the vegans start sharing about everything that the turkey goes through to get in that size, and the way that they kill after the turkeys, the ones that is not sold in time, they kill with like a foam. Have you seen that?
No, not kill with foam.
They throw foam like almost like a soap.
Yeah.
Foam. Have you seen these videos?
No.
The turkeys that is not a sell in time to go to people's table and is not going to sell, they don't preserve them for the next year. They kill all. This is the practice of the industry. So they get like, that spaces with a lot of animals, and they threw like a toxic foam that's going to kill them. They kill.
Yeah, that's awful.
Drowning in a foam, and close to the Thanksgiving, people start sharing more and sharing more. Don't do that with the turkeys. Don't kill them, and blah blah blah. And in my mind, when I see them on the table right now, I really don't see food. I see an animal, and I feel like,
of course, yeah.
I feel sad. I feel sad that my family or John's family or whatever don't see that. It's so many feelings that I prefer don't go. I go in another time, I see family in another time.
What's interesting too about Thanksgiving that I told my friends a couple days ago when I was eating the veggie burger and they were eating their cows and their pigs and whatever. Thanksgiving came up and I go, guys, do you know that they throw away like 30 million turkeys every single year? Not just the ones they killed. I forgot about that, but the ones that no one, the turkeys that have already been killed that people don't buy, they literally just throw them away. So there's all that waste too, right? So there's all this unneeded death that that was funny, Joey. At least we don't hear Khaleesi snoring anymore.
I had to mute the mic. I had to mute the mic because I sneezed. I hope that, well, visually, I guess you'll see it. I'm sure I looked fantastic.
It's something we don't really talk about that much, though. I mean, obviously, we're against all the animal cruelty, all the killing of animals. That's like our main thing, being vegan. But all the animals that are killed, and then they don't even go into the stomachs of people. A lot of times it's just waste, right? Yeah. Like fish that are caught that they kill and then they don't do anything with, right?
Yeah.
Well, there's many of them because they go with that huge netties. They catch turtles, they get dolphins, they get so much stuff that they don't sell. They probably just die and they just
die. Yeah, just so much waste.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's one of the points for isolation.
Yeah.
I should say though, we should say it's not just holidays too. It's weddings, obviously.
Oh yeah,
you know, sure. It's barbecues. Why the hell would a vegan go to a barbecue?
Well, we went in one wedding that didn't have like a nothing.
Whose wedding was it?
I cannot say the name.
Was it the one here in Florida?
Yeah, it has like nothing. Even the salad was not because it has cheese. There was nothing. We drink water. That's it.
Yeah.
Like
I think I had Coke.
One little thing, nothing. Like zero. People don't think about us. They don't care about us.
All right, so let's go to number 7, the last one, the imposter syndrome of imperfect veganism. And the writer of the article writes in her opening line of this section, "Here's my dirty secret. My car has leather seats."
One of our cars too, but we bought before we were vegan, so.
That's literally what it says, Vanessa. I bought it. The article goes on to say, I bought it used before I went vegan and I can't afford to replace it. I take medication tested on animals because the alternative is not treating my condition. Yeah. I killed a spider in my bathroom last week. By some definitions, I'm failing at veganism daily.
Yeah. I mean, that's something I've given up on because, and we've discussed this, it's impossible to be 100% vegan. Like I do everything I can. But just yesterday, I killed a roach for my girlfriend.
Oh my God, Joey, such a bad guy.
But roaches are gross.
So I don't kill them, but I actually feed my cats with.
You feed your cat fish. Roaches?
No, fish.
Oh, but I
mean, shrimp and fish food.
But cats, I mean, that's just a necessity. Cats can't be vegan.
Huge, Joy, but every single time I open that can, I wish they start producing this lab-grown meat. You know?
Yeah.
Because oh my God, what am I going to do? Because I feel this syndrome is. I don't care much about my old car or old stuff I have, old purses I have. Most of them I sold, but I still few of them that doesn't look like leather that I like a lot. It's a long time with me. I didn't sold. I don't feel so much bad about it. The other car we bought, the guy, I built the car, and then the guy actually said to me, like, "You're not going to get the leather?" Like, no leather in my new car, you know. And he was like, kind of like surprised. So, but the main thing for me, I think, is feed my cats.
Yeah.
It's something that I feel really bad. Well, I gave to John do it, and John was like, "I hate this now. I cannot believe
it's gross. It's gross. I don't feel bad though because they're carnivores. I mean, Vanessa, the way you're feeling is like ultra. I think a lot of vegans, I don't think feel like you. I mean, some do.
I feel
because, that's good though.
Well, if they do figure out a way to make lab-grown meat cheap enough to where it can be a reasonably priced cat food, there's your solution.
And you know, another thing that sometimes I think about it, because the cats in the wild, they eat small insects a lot, more than the rats or whatever. They eat small insects the entire day.
Yeah.
So why they don't create some I know it's not one animal better than other, but in my view, it's still better because when it's an insect, I don't know if they have like a central system, It's hard because sometimes they see the ants has the entire city all planned, they will all work together, even though they don't have a mind, is somehow they're organized. Make me question myself, But I feel less bad for the insects from the other animals, so from chicken. So they could create a kind of cat food with insects protein or whatever.
Yeah, I don't think it would be a big seller. So.
I don't know for vegans. Maybe.
I think insects are kind of gross for everyone.
Yeah, they are.
So unfortunately, I just don't think it would be a big seller, so they would never do it.
In China, people eat
In
it.
China, maybe, yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I didn't know that, by the way, about cats, Vanessa. See, you taught me something today.
Yeah, they eat small insects during the day. They eat the cricket, stuff like that.
So Vanessa has a little imposter syndrome.
No, I have a big one about feeding my cats. It's huge. It's not a little. I feel bad every single time. And I try make myself feel better saying like, well, but look at how much they eat. One little can for my cats last, days. If I was eating, it would be a lot more, I try make myself feel better, but still paying for somebody go there kill the animal for I feed my cat.
Yeah.
Do you have any imposter syndrome, Joey?
Oh, for sure. For me, it's where does one draw the line? If you claim to be vegan, but you're willing to kill certain animals that fall below the threshold of what you consider to be allowable. For me, if I see a roach, motherfucker's dead. If I see a mosquito, motherfucker's dead.
Well, then you don't have the syndrome. Then you don't feel bad. You just said it.
I do feel a little bad. I don't feel bad because I killed the roach. Motherfucker deserve to die. But
you don't feel bad. You do not have imposter syndrome at all.
But where I do feel some guilt is, am I really vegan? I don't feel bad about killing that insect, but I do feel bad about my claim to be a vegan.
Well,
I am killing a living thing.
Well, being a vegan is avoid as much as you can hurt animals. But you always say about the cockroaches how you have against them. So you do your best. You do what you can. So
Exactly.
I
what
can't.
she said. It's you can do your best. Like the whole bread thing, I didn't realize for so long. Now, for a while now, I've been realizing it, and I didn't feel bad about it because I didn't really know.
Right.
Bugs, for example, I don't kill them like I used to. I still run away from them. I don't
you really run away from that.
I feel bad. Like I would feel like an imposter. Like if I actually did, and I don't want to kill them.
We save them here, Joy.
Yeah,
well, I do have a line. I spiders for some reason. I like spiders, so I won't kill a spider.
I don't kill spiders.
I've had lizards. I wouldn't kill a lizard.
No.
A mouse, I definitely wouldn't kill a mouse.
The last time I felt like an imposter actually was when we got in that little tiff a little bit, and when you told me about the razors, and I'm like, you know what, Joey's right. I'm like, why am I using Gillette?
Well, Vanessa also said that you have like a bunch of them.
But
that's not like you to throw them out.
But I'm not thinking about it now. I haven't thought about it in a while. But like, am I vegan enough to keep using them? Like, should I throw them away?
I like the Bulldog razor. Me personally, I think it's better than any razor I've ever used, vegan or not vegan. I'm amazed with how close it shaves me, and you can actually feel the difference. Because before I was vegan, I used the Gillette Mach 3. Then when I went vegan, I switched to Schick Hydro. Now the Bulldog razor is better than anything I've ever used, and it's not tested on animals.
Bulldog razors, you need to be sponsored for Joey because he keeps saying about you guys.
Actually, we should do that for the what is it? What do we call it? Shopify? What Linktree?
Shopify? Yeah, well, the Linktree.
Linktree, yes.
Linktree.
By
First
the
of all,
way,
guys, please.
Vanessa, I don't think we have an Amazon store anymore.
Wow, we fall off.
I think we fell
You
off.
know what?
Wait, didn't
Because
I buy something? I bought something in the Amazon
yeah,
store.
We
but
bought something by mistake, I think. Yeah.
it's like a 3 or 4 things that qualifies to keep the store open.
Oh, okay.
So for some reason, you sold in the store that unicorn Barbie and the mic. I don't think is probably enough. So I'm going to check. But anyways, guys, please follow us in our social media. We had a beautiful Linktree store connected to the Amazon that could help us, keep going with this work.
Yeah, guys, follow us on. You can follow us on Instagram,
YouTube,
on TikTok.
Instagram, TikTok, just look for vegans talking shit and follow us. We really appreciate.
So wait, we don't have an Amazon store anymore?
I need to double check, but
I don't think
they
we do.
give you like a 90 days for you to do these 3 sales.
Okay.
So
Well, we have to do a better job of promoting it. I mean, I never mentioned it at all, not even in the episode description. I should definitely do that. So we can try it again. I keep pimping the Bulldog razor, so may as well add that.
yeah,
I mean, we pimp other products more than we pimp ourselves. Actually, it's kind of ridiculous. So, like, I want to say it again, guys. Go to our Instagram, like us, please. Go to our YouTube, follow us on TikTok, follow us anywhere that you're listening to this podcast. Like, a comment helps.
Even
anything
a negative
helps.
comment.
Yeah, well, don't give us a negative. I mean, if you want to give a negative comment to Joey, that's fine. But be nice to me and Vanessa.
no, you can do a bad comment to me. I can handle that.
Well, when I interviewed my brother, he said that he doesn't want to break your record of getting the most hate mail.
I saw that. But you know what? I probably just get the hate mail from the meat eaters. I don't think from the vegans is the same feeling.
No. Of course not. Of course not.
I think the vegans probably agree more, with me than be apologetic. I really believe so.
Yeah, I mean, I try not to. When we get the comments from the meat eaters, whether it be on YouTube or Facebook or whatever, I enjoy it for various reasons, but I also don't take it seriously because, this is going to sound mean, but a lot of them just come across as so unintelligent. And I'm not saying because they're meat eaters, they're unintelligent. It's like when you see how they spell words, when you go to their Facebook profile and you see everything about them. I mean, you'll get people who eat meat and they'll actually say nice things. We've gotten a couple of those. And then you'll have most who'll probably just say nothing. But then you have the idiots who are offended and then they want to, bitch us out on social media or whatever. And then you read the comment and it's completely incoherent. And it's like, okay, why am I going to pay any attention to this person?
Joey, I said this to you one time not that long ago. Trolling has become like a national pastime.
Yeah.
People love doing it. They know there's no to make a negative comment online, to rip someone online, nothing's going to come back to them.
Yeah.
So people hide behind a computer and just do it,
Yeah.
I think what is the worst for me, the way that I view, people might not agree, but it's not like something that you can deny. Like everybody knows what the animals are going through right now. Everybody knows that you're killing an animal to eat. Everybody knows of the factory farming. It's something that everybody knows. You can choose keep eating the animals, but at least you acknowledge that. Acknowledge? No.
Yeah, you said it right. Acknowledge
that. And you don't be stupid. Like, well, they're right. I'm not ready to do. I don't want to do or whatever. But I'm not going to argue with something that is real.
Yeah.
It's not like it's something that we are creating in our mind that the animal suffering or the plant doesn't have feelings is real. So don't say anything.
Yeah,
like today I received a call from a friend of mine that he lives here, but he's in Brazil right now. and he was walking by Avenida Paulista, is a big avenue in São Paulo, and they have the Cube of Truth.
Yeah.
The cube was there, and the lady started talking with him. He called me, and he looked to her. I told her that she planted the seed on me. And so we started talking. The lady started talking. Actually, it was a lot of the anonymous for the voiceless around. Yeah. Then here we see 4 or 5. There was, I don't know, probably 10 or 12. But even though he's still eating animals, this friend of mine, he knows that's wrong. And he said that many times he struggled with that because he knows he's doing wrong. But I can see in few years, he do the entire transition. He goes a lot in vegan restaurants right now. He changed some of the choices he has in his house. He doesn't have milk anymore. So he's still eating animals. I like that. No, I disturb him about, yes, I do. But he knows that they suffer. And he's a guy that is like an animal lover, So he knows all the time he's being hypocrite. And he says that to me, like, I know, why you get there. There is nothing to argue about it.
Right.
He doesn't say anything. Keep quiet.
It's very easy why people don't become vegan.
Yeah.
It's literally we just read 7 things that are really difficult for vegans. That's why they don't become vegan. The person you're talking about, Vanessa, they know you. That's maybe the only vegan they know. Well, he doesn't have any other friends that are vegan.
No, it's just me.
Exactly.
And some models that he knows, because he kind of like in the industry, they start, but they are not exactly vegan.
No one stays.
They try to be vegan. They eat.
No one knows vegan. Like they all of our my meat eating friends, they know me, and that's it. Like it's easy for them to. It's so foreign to them, the concept. It's literally like another language, right? There's just no chance, even though they know what's going on with factory farming. There's no chance they're going to become vegan unless it starts to become bigger. Or if something happens like what happened with us, like we got an epiphany, right? We watch something, we're like, oh my God. Like we don't care about what the masses do every day. But unfortunately, our friends and family and everyone we're associated with every day, they're just part of the masses. They're sheep. And they're never going to become vegan unless there's just more. There needs to be more of a critical mass.
I still have hope.
Well,
I still have hope that my niece and nephew can dating in the future a vegan one.
No, maybe in the future. I think lab-grown meat is the future. To be honest, I think that's what's going to change everything.
Could be.
Well, I remember when I interviewed my brother, and that was a 2.5-hour conversation that I cut down to like 35 minutes, and so there was a lot that's on the cutting room floor, so to speak. But I remember one of the things we talked about that I don't think made it, or at least we may have touched on it, but we went more in depth. But that was not included in the episode, is that his issue is almost entirely economical. Like he likes meat, and I had this conversation with my father. If the fake meat, for example, tastes as good to him as the real meat, he doesn't care. It's like, well, I'll just have the fake meat. And my dad, to this day, for breakfast, has the Beyond sausage. So he has vegan sausage for breakfast every day. And with my brother, it was that and the price.
He say that in the podcast. You left a part saying.
Yeah. I mean, we got more in depth, and a lot of it was cut out. But yeah, with my brother, it's like if lab-grown meat, for example, could get to the price to where it's cheaper than real meat, like where it's actually from animal slaughter, hell, lab-grown meat's cheaper, that's what he's going to buy. So I think that there is hope. I think that there are a lot of omnivores who would never go vegan, but they have these little loopholes where it's like, maybe I will if this and that and this and that. And those this and that's may actually come to fruition in the future. We don't know. Right. We can hope,
Yeah. I still have hope. My entire family.
Yeah.
I try believe, but I don't have much. But I
Yeah.
try lie to myself, but we never know. To be honest, we never know. I was the person that I would not believe I would be vegan. If
Yeah.
someone told me 10 years ago, I would laugh. And I would be pissed with that person. What does person think? I'm
Yeah.
going to be vegan? No.
I can say the exact same thing. You know, before I was vegan, it wouldn't have even occurred to me. Like, I know that it's something that I wanted because I was always an animal lover. It just seemed so impossible until I decided to take on the challenge and approached it as methodically as I did. And now here I am 13 years later. I don't know if it's I don't know if people are willing to take that challenge now because they think it's so daunting. They think it's so impossible. It seemed impossible for me at the time, but at least I was willing to try it. I think if you'll have a lot of people who'll try it and be like, it's not for me. I need my cheese or whatever. But I think that if some were to just try it, why not just try it? Give yourself a week. Do the research, give yourself a week to try it and see what you think. I wish they would at least do that.
Yeah,
And
Joy. I start pray for that.
yeah.
You know what's hilarious to me is when someone says, I love animals, and they're literally eating an animal.
Oh, animals are cool. Yeah.
Like literally, you had a restaurant. My buddy Greg said, he's like, oh, I love animals. And he was like, he was eating salmon.
You know what I hate the most? When people say my meat or my cheese.
Yeah.
That's disturbed me so deep. I try keep my mouth shut, but it's deep on me. Irritates me that I want really to close my hand and like, come on, my meat, my cheese is not yours. Never were yours. Like, it's pretty hard for me. This is irritating me a lot. But
yeah,
it is what it is. We live in a world that's not vegan. So
yeah,
maybe next life.
perhaps one can hope. Or maybe in the next 20 years, lab-grown meat will be super cheap. Who knows?
I hope, Joy, but I don't know if you can see that because, you still being the people that asshole people.
Oh, we said I said a lot in this episode.
That is still like say, I don't want fake stuff.
Yeah.
This is fake.
It'll be economic reasons why they'll switch.
Even
Because
economic, I don't know, John. There is so many people that's so against.
Well, it's also a culture thing,
They
John.
might not be able to afford. They're not. These people are against it. They don't even know what it is. They're against it because they're brainwashed like we were.
But also,
they drive down the highway.
Point.
I use this excuse all the time. I use this analogy all the time. They drive down the highway. They see a Chick-fil-A billboard with happy chickens, happy cows, jumping around. You watch these commercials and they have happy animals. Everyone's brainwashed. There's a lot of good people out there that eat animals with every single meal.
Well, you once said that
when these companies, when they realize they can sell lab-grown meat cheaper, they can make it cheaper and they can sell it cheaper, they're going to brainwash the people to eat the lab-grown meat. I truly think that's going to happen. They're going to slowly just phase out these farms. They're going to get rid of the farmers. It's going to be all machines. They're going to not have the cows and the chickens anymore, which is great, right? Like, it's not, we still get to our outcome, right? When, I don't know what they're going to do though with all the animals that they've bred. They're probably just going to kill all those animals because they can't do anything with them. Well, what are they going to do with them? Well, they don't care about sanctuaries.
I think it's going to be slowly.
Yes,
slowly ending. John. I don't think they are going to save the animals because they don't care about them.
No, they're not.
But also, I think as you be like any industry, they are going to balance this out. Oh, we're selling more this one than this one. Let's start produce this one. So it's going to be like that. I hope is going to be like that.
It just seems logical that it'll be cheaper to do lab grown meat in the future. Now, this could be 20 years, it could be 50 years.
Yeah.
But the problem is the meat industry, the farm industry is so strong, I think, and the lobbies are so strong that they're pushing against that.
Yeah, but the one thing that gives me some skepticism, and it's something you said once. You said that taking away their meat is taking away their guns. And I think that for some of them, they do see it that way. Like they would never. First of all, you have to also take into consideration, you have a bunch of people right now who think that vaccinations are this terrible thing. Sure, I mean, it cured polio, it cured measles, it did all these great things, but you have this contingent of people who believe that vaccines are terrible to the point that they're being outlawed. They're being outlawed. Well, mandates are being outlawed in Florida.
But you have to tell something to them.
Like you said, Joey, before, they're uneducated people. And these same uneducated people will be brainwashed in the future by lab-grown meat.
I hope you're right.
We don't know, but the animals take vaccines too. If they are not taking, they are eating.
That's a great point. I don't think they know that, but yeah, that's a great point.
Vaccines.
That is a great point. All kinds of antibiotics and who knows what.
Yeah. And the soy, they are eating the soy. They are eating soy a lot. And the GMO. Soy.
Yeah.
Anyways, guys.
Well, I think we went through all the challenges of being vegan.
Well, I'm sure that there are more, but as far as that particular article, it lists 7. And we went through all 7. I think now is a good time to end the episode. I know, Vanessa, you have to go somewhere like now.
Yeah, I'm helping a neighbor and I have to put the cat inside the house now. It's getting dark.
Okay, so I'll end it here. For Vegans Talking Shit, I'm Joey.
I'm John.
I'm Vanessa.
And by the way, follow us on Instagram. Because I wanted to just come back in and say follow us on Instagram, follow us on YouTube, follow us everywhere.
Yes, at Vegans Talking Shit.
And give a like. Don't forget to put the like.
Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Bye, everyone.
Bye.